The president of Ghana is listening very closely. Nana Akufo-Addo. He's thinking, why is she wearing kente cloth to talk to us about what we should do? You're listening closely. What is your response to Natasha? That she...
Well, let me say, first of all, how very privileged I feel to be here to discuss the issue.
Okay, just with your microphone. Yeah.
Ghana, the majority of the population is not coming.
It's on the other side.
It's not coming through.
Yeah, it's not coming through. There you go.
Is it better?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
I fixed it for you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
The majority of the people in Ghana are women.
Yes.
52% of our population is women. So if we have to have an ordered society, to have a fair society, those statistics should count. They should be decisive in what is done. And they're going to be decisive when politicians like Natasha. Oh, she's a politician. She is a politician. I think that President Kenyatta would agree with me, and so would Justice Trudeau. She is a politician. When they are able to be where the decisions are made. Because at the end of the day, communities or groups talking for themselves and being representative does not translate into power. The most important thing is power, that you sit around the table whereby the decisions that you make are enforced and become the norms and regulations by which the society lives. So I think that is the, for me, what I've seen in the 2.5 years that I've been in office, that not enough movement is being made by the 52% of the Ghanaian population that are women to be able to be in the position to make these decisions. The cabinet that I have, some 30-odd% of them are women.
30%.
30%. It's not good enough.
So next,
it doesn't
20%
reflect,
more next year.
Well,
yes.
And as if they re-elect me, we'll see. But
if you
that
campaign
push,
on that, they might.
Is that push that is key. And we are not, this may sound for the ears of people like Ella very reactionary. We're not seeing enough dynamism and activism on the part of those who are seeking this new. We're not. We're not. No, yeah, we're not. I'm talking about dynamism where it matters.
When was the last time you saw a dynamic head of state?
I'm saying those dynamic is not sitting around here talking. I'm talking about electing people to parliament, controlling political parties, because they're the instruments by which our societies make decisions. We're talking about decisions, not wishes and hopes. We're talking about decisions. It is decisions that is going to make the difference.
But let's not put all the problems, all the responsibility at the door of women. Let's look at the men who hold them back. Let's look. You are a he for she champion. What have you been doing to change the attitudes of the men, even of yourself, to get women into those to help women to get into those positions of power?
Several things. I mean, the He for She campaign in Ghana, for instance, has meant that in the last 18 months we've recruited some 5,000 young men as part of that campaign as a basis for sensitization. That is absolutely, 5,000 so far. Much more is required. But the campaign has just begun in Ghana. So that's an important first step. There are other initiatives that have been taken in education. We now have a free senior high school policy in Ghana, which means that all education at the secondary level is open to all, especially to the young girls. They have an opportunity to go to school, and we're seeing the impact of that in communities where women have been held down. The girls now have the opportunity to go to school, and they're taking that opportunity. You're talking about the structure of our national health insurance scheme, which is a first step towards a universal healthcare structure in Ghana. And girls under the age of 18, pregnant women, all of these benefit from that system without paying free of charge, unlike other groups. So there are specific policies that are being made to encourage and also push the society along this. Key among them are symbolic things like the first female chief of staff has been appointed by me in our history. We never had it before.
Good.
The first chief justice has been succeeded by another chief justice who is female. We have got something like close to 100 people within the governmental structure, all of whom are women. And these are symbolic, but also very meaningful decisions that have to be taken. But I will come back to where I started. At the end of the day, the changes that have been made, the changes that have been made in the world have been made by political action, whether they're in the form of revolutionary action or they'll be made by way of normal evolutionary democratic action.
That must be a very big definition of what political action is then.
Political action which
Women
brings
working
about...
in their communities working together.
All of that is political action, but you're looking for using the levers in the society that allow you to get control of the process of decision making. If you can't make the decisions, you're not able to enforce the views that you want. You can create the atmosphere, but at the end of the day, you need to be able to make the decision. He has made the decision.
President Akufo-Addo, I think, what do you think? Women deliver? We give you A+ for effort, but next year we want to see the results.
We'll see.
All I'm going to give you just a half a phrase.
Well, I think you and I need to have dinner. But what I genuinely think is important is this is a sentiment that's shared by a lot of people. And it's fundamental that we begin to understand and we begin to explain in a way that people can actually understand how much systems have been shaped to ensure that women do not get to be in positions of power.
Yes.
Because it's incredibly important to recognize that there are dynamic, incredible women that the door remains closed to. And
so how is he going to open?
But that's
how is he going to open?
I'm telling you. I'm telling you.
You're not telling me. I'm telling you. What you're saying will not open the door.
Stop talking over me and I'll tell you.
What you're saying will not...
We need some democracy on this panel.
I think it's important. It's incredibly important for male allies in positions of power, like yourself, to look around and recognize the impactful, incredible, dynamic women in their communities and amplify them, not empower them because they have agency, but amplify them and put them in positions of power. That's how it changes. It's on you too.
So Allah has invited you to dinner and Natasha's coming to visit. Monsieur le Premier ministre, si vous voulez ajouter un mot simplement. Un mot.